Hello. It's Stacy here. I hope y'all are having a good day. It's come a thunderstorm here, and I was gonna go out, but I changed my mind. People are driving like maniacs these days anyway, and I just didn't feel like risking it. If you don't have to, I mean, I was one of my moms, so it's not like I was going around people, but shoot, these days, the way people are driving, it's risky enough just to be on the road. I think it's because all these people being cooped up, get pissed off, and getting in their cars and driving like maniacs, and so I had to go out yesterday and the day before, and both days I nearly got in an accident because of people road raging, and I decided that if I don't have to, I don't need to be on the roads, and I do have to go over there, but I don't have to do it in the middle of a thunderstorm. I'm gonna wait and do it tomorrow. She's got no Wi-Fi and no cell service to speak of, and the other night, a schizophrenic, drugged out neighbor of hers was on her doorstep at 3 o'clock in the morning, and wanting God knows what, and she couldn't even dial 911. So I was gonna go over there and help her with this Text Now app that's supposed to, that does make it where you can text and call without those things. I got it set up on the stuff just from here with her, but I think she did something wrong in the setup because it won't, when I call her, I can't hear her, and when she calls me, she can't hear me. So there's something wrong with the calling part of it. Anyway, I am going to go over there and redo it, but I'm not going to do it in the middle of this storm. I'm just going to thin these down just a little bit. They've been sitting here for a couple of minutes, and I don't know about y'all, but when mine sit for a few minutes, they kind of thicken up, and they need to be thinned a little bit. This is some phthalo, that may be Prussian blue. I can't remember. I believe that's Prussian blue. Sorry. It's been a few minutes since I poured these out, and that's all the time it takes for me to forget. Let me fix this. I'm having to just sort of improvise with this tray because I can't get it. It's not consistently the same as far as which way they're drifting, but they're drifting some way every time. And all I know to do is try to put something underneath it for right now until I can get a handle on, where to put the braces, permanently. So anyway, obviously I'm doing another little Dutch pour. That's a pretty color art pigment there. It's like a peacock or something. I think it's called peacock. I'll get better with the names. I don't know all the names of the pigments just yet. I'm working on it. They're hard for me to do because I can't read the bottles. Can't see that far. I mean, see that small writing. So I'm working on it. I keep meaning it. I got my glasses in my pocket now for the next time I mix paint so I can pay attention. But in the meantime, I'll just do the best I can. This is Master's Touch Lake Blue that I did those with. That color. I think I got a little too much of the blue. The phthalo blue. Or a little too much on the canvas, but it's okay. We'll just pour it off. I kind of like having too much. Then I can kind of be more flexible with it. Alright. How about just a little bit of red? Okay, now we have to find a cell activator, and I think I'm going to use the Viridian. This one I just mixed up this morning, and I used it a minute ago, and it's kind of weak, so I'm going to add a little bit of some of a cell activator mix that I made the other day. I'm making mine differently, and I've gone over it several times, several videos, how I'm doing it. I add silicone to it, and I add Amsterdam white paint to it. So if you're interested in knowing how to make a colored, yeah, I got way too much paint on here. I was thinking for some reason that I was working with one of those large canvases again. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, I have listed how to do this cell activator a couple of times because I made several of them and they're colored, and I add Amsterdam white paint to it and I add silicone to it, and I think it really helps. Okay, now time to blow this. I'll try to blow them with my mouth at first and then get the hair dryer. That's what I've been doing, so I'm going to do that. Now, I'm going to let that float back a little bit. And then I'm going to blow it with the hair dryer. Usually I just go on and blow it, but I'm going to let it float back a little bit just because I didn't like the way it did last time. It wasn't doing well enough, so I thought maybe I'll let it come back together just a little bit before I blow it. See if that makes me happier. I'm going to take this off and see if that makes me happier. Let's see. Now, I like that. I think that's pretty good. One thing. Okay. I don't want to blow it too much either. I think I do that sometimes. I blow it too hard or too long. That's selling up there a little bit. That looks good. There. Now, we'll let it float back in. Yeah, I got quite a bit of paint on this one. It's okay. I like to have options. I like to have as much opportunity to pour off as I can. This is pretty over here, what's happening. And over here. Oh, it's pretty all the way around right there. I mean, and there's some cells over here, there's some cells over here, there's some cells over here, over here. That's nice. I can see the paint still moving in, so I want to give it a minute. It's very important to be patient at this point, and I'm very impatient. It's hard for me, but I know that if I get in a hurry, causes problems. The different thing about this one and the last video, well, all the videos I made today, is that these are not using my bright tone because I'm out of it. So I'm using polyacrylic as my varnish, and I don't like it nearly as well. It's okay, but it's not nearly as good as the bright tone is, and I have some more on order, but you know how it is with shipping these days, it takes a while, so I'm just going to have to be patient. And in the meantime, I'm just going to use the polyacrylic. In fact, I may, after I run these colors through, I may not make any more blooms until I get my bright tone in, because they're just not as good. I don't know. I like making them though, so we'll see. Alright, we gotta pour a good bit of this off because I got way too much paint on here. Okay. That's really pretty what's happening here on the cells forming. I'm not even going to try to catch the paint and keep it from pouring off because I got so much I can do that. I usually dam up the side and catch it so it so I can serve all the paint, and I can be real choosy about what I want to let loose. But with this much on here, I don't have to worry about doing that. It can just do what it wants to do. I'm gonna get that corner down there. Actually, I do want to save those cells right there if I can. This forces it to move on down to the corner faster. And then whatever poured off into your fingers, you can pull back. See, I saved that little cell group there. I gotta put it all back into the center. Wait a minute, there's something in here. Okay, I think I got it. That was a little blob of something. It's funny where those little blobs come from, I don't know, but they just appear sometimes. And if you don't get them out, they will screw things up. The paint will furrow around them, kind of like water going around a rock. And it'll make weird little patterns in your paint. Okay, all the way down. I think this one's pretty. It's going to be pretty, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, it's yucky out there, and I don't think it's raining so bad anymore, but it was thunderstorming, and I don't like driving in the rain if I don't have to. And then I got some pieces I need to resin out there. I'll do that next. I've been getting more comments lately. Thank you guys. I really like comments. They make me really happy. I like knowing that people are watching. I like it if you like what you see. I try to make people happy. I'm trying to I mean, I mainly just like sharing what I love. And if somebody gets something, learns something from it, that's great. I don't do tutorials and stuff per se, but I do try to give a lot of information about how I do what I do. In case somebody is trying to learn, you know, I want to make it where they can. I just don't profess to have all the answers or anything. I sure don't, but I have learned a few things along the way, and I've had a lot of great help myself, so seems like the only right thing to do. Let's knock that little corner down a little bit. There's too much red in that blob down there. I don't want to lose those cells down there, but I'm going to push that little blue patch out of the way because I don't like it. There's some real interesting cells in the rest of it, a lot of them. I added another squirt of silicone to that cell activator right before I poured it on because I had stirred that quite a few times, and I don't know if you know this, but if you stir silicone more than just like a couple of whips, it will denature and it won't work. So I don't ever stir my silicone very much, just like a couple of stirs. But that had been sitting there, and every time I pick it up to use it, I stir it, so I know it's been stirred several times. This is really pretty, I think. Lots of cells. Y'all look at all these cells and stuff going on. That's probably more cells than I've ever seen in one of them, of mine, anyway. Oh, it's really pretty. Okay, I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just not. I think it's really pretty. And I have a tendency to want to overwork one. But that's pretty cool over in here. I'm going to leave it just the way it is. I'm going to get y'all down where y'all can see.
I think subscribe and hit the bell.
Okay.
And comment what you think about
I told
this
them
painting.
to. I asked them to. Alrighty. Okay, I'm done. I'm just gonna. I have to show them the up close view. Just a minute. Okay, and let me turn off this big light so y'all can
Actually see.
see without the glare. Okay. Please get out of here with that, Colton. I don't want to hear that.
I'm sorry, guys.
It's blurred up again. Okay. That's really pretty cool right in there. All right. That'll about do it for, I just got a notification Jen Neal's posted something. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Be safe, happy, and healthy. Talk to you later.